This is Lauren Alexander, and you're listening to the Groove Lab podcast. Hey, thanks so much for being here. This podcast is all about the people who make up the music industry. Do you guys know what today is? It is Christmas Eve, and I'm so excited. This year's going to be fun. My son's finally old enough to really feel that Christmas magic, but still young enough that he's not asking for like a PlayStation 5 or whatever kids are asking for. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be obviously a very weird Christmas. We don't have big plans with family, but I'm just excited to make some Christmas traditions with my own little family. So to help get us into the Christmas spirit, today I've got Juna and Joey. They are a singer-songwriter, brother and sister, wholesome country pop duo. So just to give you a little background on these two, they started their career by posting cover songs to YouTube, and they have racked up 5 million views, which is a lot and is very exciting. And they've got a couple of brand new Christmas singles out, and I'm looking forward to talking to them about those songs and why they chose them. So let's get them on the phone. So tell me about yourselves.
Yeah. So my name is Juna. I started around year 4. I started playing piano and singing more like classical music, and then Joey.
I was actually a sports guy for a very long time until around the age of 8 or 9. I went to one of Juna's lessons, and I was sitting on the couch, I think, and the teacher was like, "So do you sing?" And I was like, "No, I don't do anything related with music. That's just Juna's thing." And then all of a sudden, she heard me humming, I guess, and I was like humming on the couch, and she was like,
So you do sing.
"So you do sing?" And I was like, "No." And then basically that's how we started from there. Then we started to do a rock band.
Yeah, we were in a classic rock band called Category 5, which we kind of realized that the rock genre wasn't really for us. We weren't really loving it. And we sort of switched over to what we like to listen to, which is country pop. And so here we are. Kind of dabbled into like genre of music so far.
That's so funny. Well, when did you decide that you wanted to make music a career?
I feel like I've always known from the start that I wanted to be just like a performer and a musician and a singer because I actually my first song I ever performed technically in my living room, but technically it was kind of a performance. It was the song Love from the Little Rascals. I was obsessed with that movie. And then so I like put on my princess dress and my heels that were like 10 times too big for me. I went and I performed it on our like what do they when you put your foot like on a little table? Coffee table. Oh my gosh, I couldn't remember the name. And I performed on our coffee table for my dad. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta get her lessons." Obviously it was so bad because I was like 4 years old. It was probably earful. But he was get lessons for her and stuff. So that's kind of how I started. I kind of always knew, I guess, just from learning the song and just performing it. It was something that happened really young.
I always loved listening to music, but I just never sang it. And until then, when Juliana inspired me to do music, because if she didn't start doing music, I would have never started.
Crazy.
Oh. Well, what is it like to work with your sibling?
Pretty lit, you know.
Lit.
We're always right each other, so if we need help with anything, you know, I can just ask her. You know, I'm like right there. I don't have to like drive 3 hours to like do a song or whatever.
It's definitely a convenience, you know, that we live in the same household, and are blood related. And yeah, I feel like it's also amazing and really special because we have like a special like sibling harmony, like brainwave mindset.
Brainwave.
I feel like we're always on the same page, and that's really great. So, but what? Anyway, yeah. So I feel like we are very connected, and that's just only gonna get stronger from here. So yeah, we're really excited, and I think it's a blessing, but also a curse in some ways, you know, because we do see each other every single day, and also have to agree on everything because we
have some disagreements.
Yeah, I know we definitely have our disagreements. Don't let us fool you. You know, well, obviously, like when it comes to writing and stuff, like lyrics and melodies, I would say I take part more on the lyrics
And
with songs.
I'm on more of the music and melodies.
Yeah, like chords and like all that stuff. So we
The
definitely
music.
do have disagreements, but we always work them out in the end, and we always will. So
It's really sweet. Well, I'd love to talk a little bit about your experience with YouTube. I know you guys have had quite a bit of success. Tell me, what was it like to have so many eyes on you, especially at such a young age?
So basically, when I first started doing music and stuff, I was looking at like it was probably like the first time me and Juna started. Like I remember we had like 25 subscribers on YouTube.
25.
Kept growing, and eventually, like we started getting like 10,000.
Yeah, we were growing pretty quickly to start, and we were very surprised. It has actually slowed down a little bit now because of COVID, and we haven't really been able to get to the studio as much as we'd like to. So we do some stuff in our home studio, but we just really like to put out like good quality content. So it's kind of been like lax on the YouTube channel for us. But we started growing very fast when we first started. It like took us like by surprise. We're like, OMG, like what the heck?
And I started watching our videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have ads on our songs.
Yeah, and I would say like another thing like about being in the public eye, I think we actually don't have YouTube comments anymore for some reason. But before we used to get like tons of comments, and a lot of them are positive, but there were some negative ones. But I feel like we never really paid attention to them. We just kind of kept moving forward, focusing on the positive, and just kept putting out our covers and stuff. So yeah, I know that comments will come, negative ones will come, but I think it's important to just keep pushing forward and keep moving forward. And that's what we do. Yeah. We've just been doing that a lot, and also working like kind of behind the scenes more, especially during COVID. Like obviously we can't be playing out shows, so we do like more social media stuff. We've been kind of getting a plan for the next few years.
We're doing some online shows, but it's just not.
Yeah, it's not the same. But I mean, we love online, so we love to be able to perform anywhere and any time. But it's just not the same like energy and the same feeling, you know, when you're on stage.
No, for sure. For sure. It's definitely, you don't get that interaction.
Yeah, totally.
Now we're like at the next stage, and we want to perform our own originals and put our own originals so that people can hear the music.
Yeah, definitely.
And stuff.
We only have, I would say, 3 or 4. I'm not really sure at the top of my head. Only a few originals out right now, and we just want to be able to put out more originals. But obviously, you know, with what's going on, we haven't been able to get in contact with like producers and like people that we can go into their studio because of safety reasons. But
we have many more originals. We're just
we're just so excited to put them out and just be able to get our own music out there so people can understand us like as an artist and as writers and like kind of our direction and where we're going to be going with our music.
That's amazing. And that's so important too, to have people know and love music that you've written from your brain and from your heart. That's just a whole different thing.
Totally. Like we're really thankful for everybody that like kind of followed us and got to know us like from other people's music and like popular music. But I feel like now it's just like the perfect time and like just the right time for us to start putting out like introducing them to who we are as artists, more rather than like more rather than like who we can emulate. You know what I mean? Not really emulate, but can kind of like cover. So
right. Yeah.
Really excited.
Well, that's awesome. Well, let's talk about your new Christmas single. I actually saw that you have 2.
We have 2 Christmas songs out right now. One is called Blue Christmas, and one is called Mary Did You Know? And Mary Did You Know is also, it's playing at a bunch of Music Row level stations all over.
It's kind of crazy that it's been a year since we put
No, I know, it's crazy. Because I feel like when we first put it out last year, it didn't get as much traction as it is this year. Because we put it out last year.
And we're just excited because, like, we love that song. Like, that's one of our favorites.
Yeah, and I love Christmas music in general. Like, I could listen to it all year round. And we actually have, we've been working on a new Christmas song that I'm pretty sure is planned to come out next year. And we just can't wait to be, like, continuing to put out holiday music because it's so fun.
We're getting ready for the next Christmas.
Yeah. Like,
that's how...
No, like, it's weird because, like, we kind of have to film them in advance because there's no, like, Christmas scenery where we can film videos, like, in the middle of the year. So we kind of have to plan years ahead for Christmas stuff and holiday stuff. Yeah, it's weird how it works.
We're on the ball.
Yeah, and we're on the ball. Anyway, yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And also maybe writing some of our own holiday music, which I feel like I don't know if I'd be good at that. But I don't know, maybe something we could do in the future. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I would love to know if you guys have any advice for others who may be wanting to get started in the YouTube world, or just advice for other musicians in general.
In order to like get a huge following, you gotta post every day. Like I would say, like constantly.
Yeah, just constant content, and also just practicing so much. And also, I would say even original music is extremely important.
I would say because like doing covers all the time is not gonna like get you to where you like. You gotta put out.
Yeah, no, okay, it is important to grow a fan base off of popular music because that's what people listen to, and that's how you can introduce yourself to the public. But I think it's really important to be able to find yourself through music and create a style for yourself because that what makes you different, and that's what the charts need. They need someone different. They need someone new and exciting, because obviously no one wants to hear the same old every day, every time. So it's important to create something special for yourself with new music and like your style and how you write or what you put out as content. So yeah, I would definitely say starting out doing covers and stuff is definitely like a strong foundation, but then to be able to build off of that with your own music and your own personality and show. Oh, that leads me to another thing. I think fan engagement is also extremely important because like when you have fans that like are there to support you, I feel like it's so important to give them your attention in response or like back to them because like they like literally are why we're here today and like have so many subscribers.
If we didn't have them, we would be nothing.
Exactly, basically. Because they are there to support us. They're there on every YouTube video premiere and they're always posting for us and stuff and posting about us. So I think it's really important to be able to connect with them, communicate with them as a way to like thank them for supporting us and like all they do for us. So yeah, I feel like just getting to talk to them and
interact with them.
Yeah, and interact with them is really important. Yeah, we also have a Snapchat too where we like to talk to fans like directly. They can ask us questions. They can send us videos of them singing. We get that a lot too, and we love to be able to help them and like listen to them and give them pointers and advice too.
Not only just music, just like in general in life and stuff, so that they can,
And speaking of in general, like in life, we also have a song out called Anchor, which is an anti-bullying song. And that song, when we put that out, we got tons of DMs. And we were asking fans, like, guys, if you need to talk to us, if you need help, we're always here because that song was about having an anchor to be there for someone. And we wanted to be that anchor for our fans. So we had tons of people reaching out, telling us their stories.
If you had anybody bullying you, you would
just
like contact us because we know exactly like how it is because we went
going through it. Yeah. So
it's a common thing in America and people just
in the world.
Like in the world actually.
Yeah.
It's like a crazy thing and nobody really like thinks about how bad it really is.
So we were there for a lot of our fans when we put that song out, and still today we get a lot of DMs and stuff about them reaching out to us about experiences with them bullying and just life in general. So we like to be able to be there for them and talk with them and connect with them personally.
Wow, that's amazing. Good for you guys. That's awesome. Well, do you want to tell everyone where they can find your music and maybe reach out and talk to y'all?
You can find all of our socials at Juna and Joey, Juna and Joey.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Everywhere. Really, like, I would say, like...
There's not one social media like that where our parents and our manager aren't pushing us.
I would say our YouTube and Instagram is probably our biggest thing, but what we're trying to build right now is TikTok because TikTok right now is blowing up. Like,
yeah, and
it's one of the biggest things right now.
And
we were kind of late with it, so we want people to go follow, like, because that's like the main thing.
A lot more on there now, and a lot of creators on there are around our age, like a little bit older, and it's kind of that teen fan base of that app. So that's kind of what we want to tap into and connect to is like the people our age and be able to post relatable content and stuff.
Once we are able to go on TikTok live, you have to have at least I think 1,000 followers, so that you can be able to go live and we can interact with our fans and start singing on TikTok because like that's a really big thing.
Yeah. So everyone listening at home, go follow Juna and Joey on TikTok and be sure to check out their Christmas songs.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of The Groove Lab. I'm Juna.
And I'm Joey.
And we're Juna and Joey. Stay groovy.
You guys know I'm a newbie at podcasting. There's so much that goes into it. But luckily, I found Anchor, the easiest way to podcast. Not only do they have the tools to help you record and edit, but they also help with distribution. So your voice can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. But the best part is, it's free. Everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Make your voice heard. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. So next week is going to be the last episode of season 1 of the Groove Lab, and I'll be back sometime 2021 with more interviews and some other fun stuff. So hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you back here next week. Stay groovy.